All right. Great afternoon, everybody. Now, I wasn't going to get on here today, but there's a message, and I got to give the message. So, it's really not up to me at this point, okay? Let me see something. Let me make sure that we're good here. There are some things going on, okay, and I want to address what Spirit was giving me. I received a couple downloads, and I was like, well, let's just pull some cards. Let's do some channel messages. Let's see what's tea. Let's see what's going on. So I'm going to give y'all the message that Spirit gave me, and then we're going to pull some cards. Now, first of all, I was getting the sense that, number one, a lot of y'all are overwhelmed. And it's not necessarily because of what life is putting onto you, but rather what you are accepting. Okay? A lot of y'all are still, doing for other people, stepping in for other people, taking care of other people, showing up for other people. And this is draining your energy. A lot of y'all are trying to figure out why you don't have the energy to get up and do the things that you need to do for yourself. Well, half of that, sugar butt, is because you keep giving all of your energy out to everybody the fuck else. So when it comes to you and what you need, you're left picking up the pieces and dealing with scraps. Okay? Because I kept hearing stealing my joy. Okay? So some of y'all are not even happy with life right now. And it's not because you can't be. It's because you still choose to prioritize people over yourself. And that's a problem. It's going to always be a problem. Until you do something different, you're going to keep getting these same results. Okay? Spirit said that they even try to take some of these people out of your life or remove these people from your life, and you are the one holding on. Some of y'all caught some people in lies. Some of y'all caught some shit in some phones. Some of y'all just peeped some energy. Had some dreams. You know what I'm saying? Spirit is trying to tell you shit, and you just like, what? What? What happened? Yeah. Yeah. You playing around. And Spirit says it's enough of that. It's enough playing around. It's enough acting like you don't see what you see. It's enough pretending like you happy. A lot of y'all faking smiles. You're not happy. You just got real good with pretending like you happy. Yeah. The illusion of joy and happiness, you have that down pat. You know exactly how to get around everybody and turn your smile on. So a lot of people probably don't even know that you're actually going through what you're going through. You know, because you live in it and you feel it and you experience it every day. You have an understanding. But the people around you, they have no idea. And then some of y'all are upset. Well, why won't nobody help me? I help everybody else. I do for everybody else. I can tell when everybody else is in pain. I can tell when everybody else is having a bad day. I give words of encouragement, and I show up, and I send my little coins, and I help out with this, and I help out with that. But what about me? What about me? You're getting in return everything that you do to yourself. That's why can't nobody come and help you, because you're not helping you. Spirit is allowing your situation to be a mirror of the way that you are treating yourself. That's why help is not coming. Help is not going to come. You are the help. You are the help. It's not coming in the form of another person. It's not coming in the form of that person doing what you want them to do. It comes in the form of you waking up one day and realizing exactly who the problem is and what the problem is. And it's you. Whatever you allow will continue. That's why things continue to be fucked up in your life. Because you keep allowing it. We can't pretend like we don't know better, because we do know better. We've been shown better. We've been taught better. Everywhere we go, Spirit is sending you signs and symbols. Everywhere you go, you can escape better. You go to the damn mall and you walk past the bookstore and look in the window and it says some shit. You watching TV, they randomly say some shit that hit home. You think you're going to watch a little bit of YouTube. You go over there, they talking about some shit over there. You're like, okay, well, let me just go to Twitter. You go on Twitter and they talking about some shit over there. Everywhere you go, the message is in your face. Loud, live, and in color. You have a random ass conversation with a stranger. It's all around you. You can't escape the confirmation that you are the problem. And that there are things that are going to continue to happen in your life as long as you keep doing exactly what you're doing. What, you gonna beat me up? You can't. When do you want to realize that if you are the problem, you are also the solution? That's why Spirit keeps sending you these messages. No matter where you go, no matter how far you travel, you can't escape it. Because Spirit is trying to let you know, yes, you are the problem, but you're also the solution. All of this could be different if you become different. You can walk into the things that are for you if you start doing the things that are required. There are simple decisions and choices that you need to make. Nobody said it was going to be easy, but it is simple. Walking away is simple. It's not easy. And a lot of y'all are waiting for things to be easy. You're waiting for it to feel good. Yeah. There's a lot of things that feel good with the wrong people. There's a lot of things that are comfortable to us that are bad for us. You know, crackheads love crack, you know? What's the difference between you and them? Just because your addiction isn't something that, you know, is obvious like somebody else's doesn't mean you don't have an addiction. Some of y'all addicted to these people. You're addicted to what you think they can do for you. You're addicted to the way that they treat you and how they make you feel. But addictions fuck up families all the time. And people like to hide behind their addictions just because it's not the normal kind. You know. It's not alcohol. It's not drugs. It's not sex. So, oh, I'm good. You know. As long as it's not one of those and I'm straight. What are you holding on to that no longer serves you? That you are aware of? Because this is the thing. You can't tell me that you are a spiritual being and you're not aware of your own bullshit. Now, to me, that's bullshit. You know exactly what you're doing that you shouldn't be doing. You know exactly who you're around that you shouldn't be around. You know exactly who you keep fucking on that you shouldn't be fucking on. You're not about to convince me that you spiritual and you don't know what you're doing. See, the thing about awareness is awareness comes with responsibility. And a lot of y'all want to be aware, but you don't want to be responsible. I can't see what I see and know what I know and then pretend like I don't know what the fuck is going on. It's not possible. That's why you are disturbed in your spirit. That's why no matter where you go, who you're around, or what you do, you can never be at peace. Because you're trying to pretend as if you are not aware of what you know you are aware of. And because you are aware, you have a duty and a responsibility to do the right thing and to get things on board. So when you neglect your responsibility, because you want to act like you don't have the awareness. You are doing yourself and the people around you a disservice. What that lady say? I'm grown, I can't get a whipping, you can't beat me up? Yeah, that. You can't. At what point do you realize that you have been drowning wearing a fucking life vest? That don't even make sense, do it? But you doing it. Awareness is the life vest. You know exactly what the fuck is going on. But yet you continue to allow yourself to drown in the same toxic bullshit. For what reason? It's a choice. And you're making a choice to stay. You're making a choice to cope. You're making a choice to survive. Instead of to live and to create and to move forward and align and elevate, which are also choices. And sometimes the awareness is simply knowing that something is wrong. We don't always know exactly what all of our problems are, but we know that we're not right. We know that we got some issues. I may not know all my issues by name, but bitch, I know they there. That's awareness. And then when I start to do my work, when I start to spend some time by myself, when I get into a place where I'm building a relationship with myself, then I can get deeper in awareness and understand, oh, I got daddy issues. Oh, I got mama issues. Oh, I have abandonment issues. Oh, I'm codependent. Oh, I'm insecure. I lack confidence. Oh. Fear was instilled into me. Whatever it is. And then you start to break that down even more. And then you break it down even more until you get to what we call the root of the problem. But you can't find the root if you're not looking for it. That's not how that works. Like Shrek said, I'm an onion. We are composed of many different layers. And it's not anybody else's job to figure out what those layers are. That's not the responsibility of somebody to love me through my layers either. Because my layers may be detrimental to that person. When do we realize that we are a detriment to other people as well? It's easy to be the victim. It's easy to say you're the problem and you did this to me and you made me feel this way and you hurt my feelings and you did this and that's easy. You cheated, you lied, you blah, 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 blah. But it's difficult to reflect and look at your own actions and say, oh shit, well I did do this to you. Well I did make you feel that way. Well I did talk to you a little crazy. Well, I did come into this with the wrong intentions, or I did put expectations on you that wasn't fair because I was searching for my mama within you. I was searching for my daddy within you. I was searching for validation within you, and I put expectations on you that are not for you. And instead of me being mad at you that you couldn't fulfill what I expected, I should have looked myself in the mirror and realized that I was the one that was wrong for even expecting that of you. Or it was my fault for trying to save you instead of allowing you to hit rock bottom. Because some of y'all think that y'all are supposed to be Captain Save all the hoes and the hoettes. And ain't nobody asked you to do that. Well, I don't want nobody to feel what I felt. Why not? That's not your responsibility to dictate somebody else's experience. And then you get mad when they keep treating you the way that they treating you. Well, maybe if you let them hit and fall and bump their head, they would have learned from experience. But if I give my accountability, I see others abuse it for power. That doesn't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. Accountability don't got nothing to do with nobody else. Y'all gotta start asking yourself, why are you going into healing? What am I healing for? Because y'all care way too much about what somebody else is going to feel and how somebody else... Nobody can make you feel shit. You have to accept that. If I'm going into healing and I'm being accountable so that I can elevate myself, so that I can move forward, I don't give a fuck how you react to that. That has nothing to do with me. You can't make me feel powerless when I'm facing myself, which is the hardest thing that anybody could do. There's no way that you can spin that to make me feel inadequate. That doesn't even make sense. Y'all making up shit because you don't want to do it. And you're still allowing other people to dictate to you how you feel. That's a you problem. That's not a them problem. Don't nobody control my feelings about me. You don't control my feelings about me. I control my feelings about me. So if you say something, I have to accept it in order for it to be true to me. If I don't accept it, it does not exist in my life, in the scope of things for me. It doesn't even exist. I can't even hear you. La 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 la. I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about. Y'all place the power in people's hands, and then you get upset when they control you. It's like none of that makes sense. I'm not healing for your validation. I'm not healing for your okay. I'm not healing for your acceptance. I'm healing so that I can be better, think better, perceive better, talk better, walk better, therefore putting myself in a better place, therefore elevating myself from the current position that I'm in, from the low vibration that I am in, have been in. I am doing what I need to do for me, okay, so that I can change my life and rewrite my reality based on who I understand that I am now that I've done the work. Nobody else has anything to do with that. Y'all are allowing people to tell you what power is instead of you just showing up powerful and being who you are. Me being accountable for what I did doesn't mean that you're not accountable for what you did. You're still accountable for what you did. I can only take accountability for the part I played. So maybe you cheated on me, but I allowed you back. That's on me. Maybe you talked to me crazy, but I never treated myself right in front of you, so you thought that that was okay. That's on me. Maybe I stuck around after you did me dirty multiple times. That's on me. That's not me giving you my power. That's me understanding where I went wrong so I don't do that bullshit again. That's what accountability is. I see and recognize where I went wrong, the wrong steps that I took, the wrong things that I did, so I can take a note and never do that bullshit again. That's a powerful experience. That's a powerful process. Anybody who is weak does not have the ability to do that. So how would it make sense that I step into such a powerful role and then allow you to make me feel powerless about it? That makes no sense. That, again, would be a me thing. I would have to accept your point of view instead of my intention. That's a choice. Again, a lot of us have become so consistent with excuses that we just continue to thrive off of making fucking excuses. At any point, at any moment, you can get up and change your entire life. All the complaining that we do, all the whining that we do, all the woe is me, I'm the victim, I'm the this, I'm the that. Those are decisions. Those are choices. At any moment, you can get up and say, you know what? I'm tired of living my life like this. I'm tired of experiencing these same experiences. I'm tired of living on this hamster fucking wheel going over and over and over with the same type of people, same type of energy, same type of experiences. I don't want to live like this no more. At any moment you can do that. The fact that you're not doing that is a choice. I don't care where the economy is. Your pockets have nothing to do with your intellect or your ability to learn. None of that has anything to do with anything. The car you drive has nothing to do with you being able to go on YouTube and type in some buttons and learn you something. Or your ability to Google. Or your ability to make a post and ask for some help. There's no excuses anymore. We live in an age where information is literally at your fingertips. Even if you don't have fingers, you can ask Siri right now. Or Alexa. Or Google. Or whoever the fuck you want to talk to. And they'll type the shit in for you. There's no more excuses for anybody. You don't speak English, they'll translate it. Where's the excuse? You are creating excuses because you're comfortable in your bullshit. Comfortable people don't want to move. You know, when you go to bed real late, even though you know it's your responsibility to get up early in the rising, but you still choose to not go to bed at a certain time, and then that goddamn alarm go off and you hit that snooze button. Why? Because you're comfortable. Even though it's your fault that you in this predicament, you comfortable. So you hit that snooze button. And then you check your phone and you got a couple more minutes. So you hit that snooze button again. But then this time you fall asleep. And then when you wake up, now you late. Now whose fault is that? It's not the job's fault that you got to be there early, because you always had to be there at that time. You knew that when you wrote and signed on that contract that you accepted that position for that job. You knew the times. Do I believe in 9 to 5s? Do I believe that we should be slaves to companies? Absolutely not. But you agreed to it. So when you get up and you complain, understand that you still are responsible. Because you already knew that you had to get up and you still stayed your ass up and did whatever you wanted to do. And when you overslept and now your boss is asking you questions and now they paying way too much attention to you because you're not doing what you're supposed to do and you coming in late, now you want to have an attitude about it. Even though it's your fault that you agreed to something and then you didn't want to fulfill your contract. Same thing in life. You want to be better. You want to transition. You want to elevate. You agree to that. And then you get upset that the process is the process. How does that make sense? You can't be mad that the process is the process. You agreed to it. You knew that this shit wasn't going to be easy. So why you pretending and acting like you just so caught off guard when it's a little difficult? You knew that this wasn't going to be easy. You knew that. Nobody can tell me that they don't know that. That's bullshit. That's something you made up. It's an excuse. Show me a person in history that has been easy for to do something that has never been done. And a lot of y'all are the first in your family, in your bloodlines, to do these things. So why did you think that this would be an easy task? And if you know that it's not easy, then why are your expectations so high? Why you getting mad that the process is the process? Of course, you're going to have to let some people go. Why would you be able to have all of these amazing things and then have all of these random types of people there? That doesn't make sense. If you had to do all of this work to get it, why would you finally get it and then share it with people who haven't done no work on themselves? That doesn't make sense. Some of y'all are on y'all spiritual journey and you're in relationships with people who don't even want to heal. Those two things are always going to bump heads. It's never going to be a smooth transition. Those two things are never going to work cohesively. I can't be bettering myself and working on becoming better, and then I'm with someone who is content in who they are as they are, even though I know that they are not healed. You trying to force a lemon to be an orange, and it's not going to fucking work. Or you want to keep being around friends who are not on their journey. That's not going to work. Does that mean that you got to stop loving these people? No. For some of y'all, it's family. You trying to basically tell them what you know. Give them things to research. Tell them about what you research. And they don't give a fuck about that. And they don't have to. Free will. Why should they be subjected to something you want to do for yourself? And you're going to have to be okay with saying, okay, well, if I'm going to be the one doing it, and I know that I'm changing myself, I know that my environment has to match the changes that I'm making. And if they are a part of my environment and I'm making all of these changes, at some point, I'm going to have to change my environment, whether I like it or not, whether it makes me feel comfortable or not, whether I love these people or not, whether they my friends or not, family or not, boyfriend, girlfriend or not, husband, wife or not. I'm going to have to make some separations. Because I can't wait for you to catch up. That's not fair to me at that point. And it's not fair for you to try to push somebody faster than what they're trying to go for themselves. The same way couldn't nobody push you into healing, you had to be ready on your own. And a lot of y'all are spending way too much of your time as spiritual people trying to get everybody else to see what you see. And it's not for them to do that. If spirituality found you, it found you. It doesn't make no mistakes. If it was supposed to find somebody else, it would have. If they were supposed to be healing the same things you healing or working on themselves, they would be. It's just that simple. And if they're not, it's because they're not supposed to right now. Y'all got to understand, with this journey, there's a lot of people that you're no longer going to be around. There's a lot of people who are not going to see it from your point of view. There's a lot of people that you're going to have to leave behind. And if you don't get okay with that, you never will be. And it's going to cause you to stay on the same level as those people and not elevate. So you're going to have to get comfortable making some tough decisions. Walking away from some of these people, no longer talking to some of these people, protecting whatever peace you are creating for yourself or have created for yourself. You have to be okay with that. You got to be okay with saying no to going certain places and being in certain spaces. You're going to have to be okay with telling people not to talk to you a certain type of way or to remove yourself from certain environments. You're going to have to be okay with blocking some people. You're going to have to be okay with breaking up with some people. Whether it's a friend, whether it's a family member, whether it's a relationship. If you got to walk away, you got to walk away. That's a part of the journey. It's a part of it. And you're not doing it for those people. You're doing it for self-preservation. I cannot be my best self. Or I cannot even strive to become my best self if I have people around me who are secure with being mediocre. It's not going to happen. Because who is pushing who? It's a reason why we surround ourselves with people who are like-minded. Because you not only do you understand what I'm going through, but because you understand what I'm going through, you can push me because you understand also where I'm trying to go. The people around you don't know where you're trying to go, or they can't see where you're trying to go, or they can't understand where you're trying to go because they're not trying to go there themselves. This is the year of separation. And Spirit has been showing me that in so many different ways. If you look politically, we are separating. If you look at society right now, we are separating. If you look spiritually right now, we are separating. The healed people are separating from those who don't want to heal. The spiritual people are separating from those who are not living a spiritual life. Because there's a lot of people proclaiming to be spiritual, but it's only a few people who are actually living the spiritual life that they proclaim to be a part of. So what side of the coin are you on? You're going to have to make some decisions. And Spirit is giving y'all the time to make these decisions. This is why for some of y'all, work has been slowing up. Or you're not getting invited, to a whole bunch of places like you used to. Or you feel the need to just stay in the house lately. Be more to yourself. Be more in your own energy. Because Spirit is giving you an opportunity to understand who you are, where you're trying to go, and letting go and releasing the things that don't align with that. The people who don't align with that. The environments that don't align with that. You're getting this opportunity because you don't want to do all of this work and lose it because you don't know how to let go of people, places, and things. You just don't want to do that. It's like an infection. So you have to quarantine yourself in order to keep yourself safe from the things that could possibly take you backwards or cause you to violate your progress. We're not doing all of this for no motherfucking reason. I already said the journey is hard. So if the shit is already hard, why make it harder by not doing what I'm supposed to do? By not making the sacrifices that I know are necessary. Period. Because the gag is, half these people that y'all holding on to, if they got an opportunity to better themselves, you don't think that they will take it? If that meant letting your ass go? Psh, come on now. These people jump on that shit in a heartbeat. And you over here worried about, oh, well, I don't want them to feel alone. Oh, I'm the only person that they've known. Oh, I'm the person that they used to. Oh, but we've been together. We've been there for each other all this time. Oh, when I was down and out, they was the one that I could call on. So fucking what? If they had an opportunity, if they had the awareness you had, they would jump on that shit. Again, why are you healing? Sometimes you gotta ask yourself the most simplest, basic questions so you can figure out what the hell is going on with you. Why am I even healing? What is the purpose that I'm even doing this for? Because some of y'all got sucked into spirituality through trends and aesthetic. And we need to be real with this thing. A lot of y'all didn't come into spirituality because you honestly wanted to heal. You came into spirituality because you heard about some spells. You heard about some love spells. You heard about some money spells. You heard about some full moons and new moons and all of these astrological events that people said you can manifest under. And you can get this and you can get that. Some of y'all came running from religion, and this just sounds like the better option. Are you really here to do the work? Because your life is going to reflect it. Your work ethic in this particular realm of things is going to reflect why you're really here. So if you're sitting on your ass with an awareness of what you need to do, but you're not doing it, you continue to sit on your ass, you're not really passionate about healing. You can't be. There's no way that you are. There's no way that you're serious. It's impossible. Because if you knew the gravity, the importance of getting yourself together, you would go do it, no matter how hard it was. The same way people understand that jobs are draining as fuck, but you need that check because you understand what? The value of it. See, when we see value, we don't mind. That's why people go work all of these jobs just to go buy these cars and buy these luxury items because they see the value, so they don't mind putting in the work. They don't mind going to the job that they hate and dealing with the motherfuckers that they don't like. Because at least I can get my Louis bag. Why? Because I see the value in that. At least I can get this car. Why? Because I see the value in that. So you don't have a problem with working. You don't have a problem with doing things that are difficult. Because you'll do something difficult in a heartbeat as long as you get something valuable in return. You don't mind that. So it's not the work that's the problem. You're the problem. And a lot of people don't want to face that fact. If somebody told you right now, hey, I got $2 million waiting for you. I'm ready to wire it to your bank account right now. All you got to do is meditate once a week for 30 days. You think you wouldn't do that shit in a heartbeat? Even if you was tired, even if you was stressed, even if you had 30,000 things going on, you gonna find time to do that meditation. Why? Because you see the value. So you gotta ask yourself, why don't you see the value in your journey? Because that's the only reason why you're not moving. That's the only reason why you're not being consistent. That's the only reason why you won't get up and do what you're supposed to do. Star card. If you could see your future self and understand the value of your future self, you wouldn't have a problem doing whatever is required to become your future self. You will walk away from whoever you need to walk away. Stop talking to whoever you need to stop talking to. Stop dealing with whoever is not for you. Stop being around the people that don't serve you. You do all that shit in a heartbeat. Because you understand the value. So you have to ask yourself, why don't I see the value in my journey? What is prohibiting me from seeing the value in my journey? What is stopping me from seeing the value within myself? For me to believe in myself. For me to trust myself. I'm not seeing something in myself. That's why I'm not pushing myself as hard. And this is why shadow work is so important. Because shadow work helps you understand who you truly are outside of who you have been convinced that you are based on trauma and pain. If you continue to allow trauma and pain to dictate who you are as an individual, then you'll never see the value in becoming your best self. You're just not. If I've been told my whole life that I'm stupid, and now I'm living with that trauma of thinking that I'm stupid, and I don't do anything to go and discover myself or who I really am, then I'm just going to always assume that I'm stupid. So I'm never going to put myself in intelligent spaces and do intelligent things because I've convinced myself that I'm stupid. Simple as that. I have to do the work to go back, to redirect myself, to realign myself. I have to go backwards to see where shit got misconstrued because I wasn't born thinking of myself this way. Nobody comes out their mama coochie thinking of themselves in a derogatory way. Have you ever met a child? These motherfuckers believe in anything. So nobody, you didn't come out being insecure. You didn't come into this world being doubtful of yourself. That's something that you was taught either by your environment or by the people who raised you. So you have to go backwards so that you can identify where the issues are, correct those issues, so that now you can move forward. It's not the responsibility of the people that you meet to help you correct anything in your life. That's your responsibility. This is your life. This is your journey. This is your world. This is your reality. Your reality is not the next person's reality. We all have a different reality. If something happened right now and we was all in a room, we will all have a different story of what happened. Because we are all different people. We all notice different things. We have a different set of awareness. Even though the same thing happened, one thing happened, but we're all going to have different perspectives of that one thing, because we're all different people. So we're all living this life. We're all going through trials and tribulations. We're all being tested. But we all have a different perspective that is required for us to pass these tests, for us to excel through these challenges. There's all different requirements because we're all different fucking people. It is what it is. So what works for you may not work for me. Your issues may not be my issues. The things that I have to work on may not be the things you have to work on. But we all got to work. And we all have a responsibility to do it for ourselves in order to get the things that we want. Sun energy. I tell y'all all the time, anybody who is inspirational, they're not inspirational because they were victims. They're inspirational because they overcame their issues and their problems and their trials and tribulations. Nobody is inspired by a victim. There's not one victim that brings us any type of inspiration. I don't care who you look up to. Nobody's inspired by a goddamn victim. We are inspired by people who once were victims and then did something to get out of that energy and become victors of their situation. Those are the people who are inspirational, because you took something or you took nothing and you developed it into something that is great, that is reflective, that shows the work that you've put in. You did all of this work to get to a goal. That's inspiring. That's amazing. Especially with a lot of the things that we have went through as melanated beings. That's inspirational as hell. Knowing where we start at in this world. Knowing all of the things that we have to overcome in this world that people don't want to talk about or people don't even want to acknowledge. And within our community, there's so many things that are not acknowledged. You let the PD30 come to all the family events, even though you know they was touching on people and doing stuff in the family. Everybody go to church, but everybody cuss and drink and do drugs and all type of shit. You know, the elders not holding nobody accountable. And if anything, they are allowing motherfuckers to do whatever they want to do. And then tell you gotta love your family. Toxic masculinity, toxic femininity. Hurt people, hurting people. And you think this is going to be easy? You think that there's not going to be no trials and tribulations with this shit? I don't see how you came to that conclusion. I don't see how you came to that conclusion. You thought this was going to be a cakewalk? With all the bullshit in our families? Because not only are we healing our own personal traumas, but we're healing generational curses that have plagued our family and have affected us in a negative manner. So not only do I got to heal what y'all did to me, I got to heal what was done to y'all. The moon, dealing with emotions, feminine energy specifically. Strength card at the bottom. It's not going to be easy, but you are well equipped. Especially if you calling yourself a chosen one or a generational curse breaker. See, I tell you all the time, you better be careful with these names and these titles that you putting on yourself, especially if you're not willing to live up to the title. You're beginning to realize who you are. See, if I'm going to call myself a generational curse breaker, that means that I am willing to deal with whatever generational curse breakers deal with. I am willing to break the curse. And breaking the curse comes with certain trials and tribulations and challenges. If I call myself a chosen one, that means that I was chosen to complete a task. If I don't know what the fuck the task is, how can I give myself that title? Or if I'm not willing to do the work to figure out what the task is so that I can complete it, how can I give myself that title? I'm not giving myself these titles and being these things just to say that I am. Anybody can give themselves a title, but everybody can't live what that title means or what that title represents. See, a lot of y'all forget that spirituality is a lifestyle. Mirror effect. Again, spirit is allowing you to experience what you are putting out. This shit is a lifestyle. Period. Everybody want to make it an aesthetic. Oh, full moon, new moon, bracelets and copper and waist beads and crystals and, 888 portal and Lionsgate and winter solstice and spring equinox. That's aesthetics. But how are you living your life? If you never opened your mouth and you walked into a room where people know that you're different, what does your energy say about you? And are you doing these things consistently? Or are you just doing them when somebody else is talking about it? Or when there's some type of astrological event? Are you out here trying to put love spells on people? Or do money rituals, knowing that you don't even take care of what you have now? Knowing that you're an overspender now, but then you ask the spirit for more money, and then you're surprised when you don't get it. Or you get it, but you spend it, so then you don't even realize that you got it. Because you don't know how to take care of yourself properly. You don't know how to manage the things that you receive properly. Or you're going into it with the wrong intention, so you're not even getting shit. Where do you stand? Until you get serious with it, until you really look yourself in the mirror and come to grips with where you are, you can't change. See, my journey started with me getting on myself. Girl, look, you broken, you got an attitude problem, you don't know what love really is, you putting expectations on people because you got daddy issues and you got mommy issues. It is what it is. That's the truth. You're hypersexual. You have an addiction to sex. These were all my problems. And I had to come look myself in the mirror and get real with myself so that I can save my own life. Because I had to realize nobody was coming to save me. I was looking for men to save me in relationships. I was looking for my mama to give me the version of her that I always wanted. None of that shit was going to help. Because I was the answer the whole time. But being the answer, again, comes with responsibility. And I don't want to take on all of that responsibility. I wanted to put it on other people. And then just be mad when they couldn't fulfill my expectations. Which is what a lot of y'all do. Crossroads energy. You're going to have to make a decision. It's time to make a decision. Are you really serious about this journey? Are you really serious about changing your life? Because it's time for you to make a decision. These next couple of months are going to get crazier and crazier as we go along. September is really going to be when a lot of shit pops off. And I want y'all to be prepared. I'm going to do another live this week going into more detail about, what Spirit has been telling me and the messages that I have been channeling in regards to what is coming. There's a storm coming. And you need to be mentally prepared more than anything. I said this last time. The last time I said this shit, we had COVID. For those who was watching me during that time. So, I really want y'all to pay attention to what the hell is going on. Because your intuition is telling you to do certain things, again, to prepare you so that you can stay the hell out the way. Or you can continue to move protected and guided towards what is for you, which will keep you the hell out the way. It just is what it is. There are things that are about to happen politically. There are things that are about to happen in society. There are energetic things that have already been happening. I don't know if y'all can tell, but people are losing their fucking minds right now. People are going crazy. Look at that. Childhood coming out. Confirmation. People are losing their minds. Doing all types of shit. Doing all types of shit to people. Doing all types of things to themselves. Have y'all looked around? Have y'all been watching the news? Have y'all been paying attention to what's going on around y'all? People are being exposed. Butterflies could be significant. You could be saying 555. Something significant can happen on a Thursday or happen on a Thursday. Spirit is saying don't say nothing. A lot of y'all are talking too much. You're talking too much, number one, which is why you can't hear from Spirit. Okay? Because when you always the one running your mouth, you know, the old people say you got 2 ears and 1 mouth. So you can listen twice as much as you talk or as you speak. So number one, y'all doing too much talking, which is why you can't hear. Number 2, y'all doing too much talking and you're telling everybody what the hell you're doing. And giving people opportunity to send you hate, to send you negativity, to send you evil eyes, to try to destroy whatever it is that you're trying to create, to give you these negative opinions on what it is that you're feeling so positive about. Be quiet. I've been finding myself just sitting in the house not saying nothing. No talking, no nothing, just quiet. Just walking around quiet. If I'm not on here, if I'm not talking to a client, I'm just silent. I look up and I'd have been quiet as shit for like 6 hours. I ain't even noticed. So that you can hear what the hell is going on. What is my intuition saying to me? Some of y'all need to just sit down, be quiet, take a notebook out, and just write the things that come to your mind. Just write it out. So that you can start deciphering the messages and the downloads. You don't know if Spirit is talking to you because you're moving too much and you're talking too damn much. Some of y'all be making plans and then they get canceled and you think that there's something going wrong. No. Spirit is trying to get you to see that you don't need to be out and about going everywhere with every goddamn body. Period. That's why shit is fucking up. Some of y'all done lost y'all job. Yeah, because you was spending way too much time worried about that goddamn job. And Spirit needed you to sit down for a second so that you can get some real direction. You done lost that relationship. Yeah, because it was distracting your motherfucking ass. Everything that your mind was thinking about had to do with that person and this relationship and making them happy and all of this other shit. And you wasn't spending no time thinking about yourself and your life and what you need to do for you. Some of y'all getting into car accidents or your car getting repoed. Shit like that. Yeah, sit down. You're not supposed to be going nowhere. Family members, look at that. I said 555. Family members not talking to some of y'all no more. Yeah, because you was giving all of them your goddamn money. Or all your time. Or all your attention. Or you kept letting them pip you the fuck out. My friends don't call my phone no more. Yeah, because maybe they're not for you. I don't know. Have you ever thought about that? Maybe these are the same motherfuckers that Spirit been trying to tell you intuitively that you don't need to be around. Have you thought about that? Have you considered that? Maybe you got fired from that job because you're supposed to be getting this business off the ground. You done bought all the goddamn shit that you need to start this business and you haven't done nothing with it yet. All these things is collecting fucking dust. You start shit and then you stop it. And then you start shit and then you stop it. And then you start shit and then you stop it. And then you start shit and then you stop it. You can't get consistent with shit, but you care about this little dog-ass relationship. You putting all your goddamn energy into that, though. You gonna scrape up some coins to get your hair and your nails done, but not to go see a fucking therapist. And you wonder why your pockets is getting skimmer and skimmer and skimmer. Because you're not putting your money towards the things that you actually need. These are all signs that your spirit team is trying to get your fucking attention. You're not doing nothing. You're not seeing something. You're missing something. So they're shutting down every single angle to try to help you and try to get your attention. Look, say thank you. Instead of you being upset, you need to show some fucking gratitude that your spirit team love you enough. Look at that. Sudden change, conflict, destruction. Your spirit team love you enough to cause all of this friction around you to wake your ass up and give you an opportunity before you miss the fucking boat. Because we're about to start moving into the harvest seasons. And everybody want to have their hand out when spirit go around passing out blessings and abundance and prosperity. Now everybody want to sit there with their motherfucking hand out. But how many of y'all had your hand with the hammer in it doing the motherfucking work? So that when it was time for harvest season, you could get your ass in line and get whatever is deserved to you. But what should you get? Based on the work that you've been doing, what should you get? Be honest with yourself. Based on your consistency, what should you get? What should spirit give you? Should you even be in the line? Should you even have your hand out, pinky out, finger out? That's why some of y'all manifestations not coming through. Because spirit know if they give it to you right now, you will fuck it up. Because you haven't learned nothing. See, it's easy to look at what other people got and be like, I want that for myself. See, I want that for myself. See, I want that for myself. But you don't know what they've been doing in order to get that. See, the thing about doing your work, all of that happens behind closed doors. So then when you get abundance for it, when you get prosperity for it, people think that you don't deserve it because they didn't see what you was doing. See, it wasn't for you to see what I was doing. And a lot of y'all behind closed doors, you not doing shit. So you can have your hand out all you fucking want. You're not getting nothing. Why should you? What do you deserve based on the work that you're doing? Are you even doing any work? Grandmother, ancestors. Some of y'all grandmamas is the ones that's sitting here holding out certain stuff and trying to spare you. It's better for them to not give it to you right now until you're ready than to give it to you knowing that you're going to fuck it up and never have that opportunity again. See, some of the things that is coming in for y'all, it's a one and done type of thing. Meaning you're going to get the opportunity and you either do good with it or you fuck it up and that's it. It's not coming back again. It's not going to spin a block. So your spirit team is trying to hold it. Look at that. Prosperity at the bottom of the deck. Your spirit team is trying to hold it for you so that you can get your shit together. So they're sending you all of these different messages and they're trying to talk to you intuitively through your dreams, through your intuition, giving you downloads, allowing you to see certain things about yourself, about your life, things that you need to correct, people that are not for you, places that you don't need to be in no more, environments that don't serve you. They're trying to show you all of these things so that you can correct it. So that when you finally do get the things that are for you, you know how to take care of it and you know how to hold on to it because you understand the value because you did the work. Now, if you went to work and you did all of that work for 80 hours and then they didn't give you your check, oh, you're going to be pissed. You're going to be pissed. Not just because you didn't get your check, but because you done all this work. You did everything you were supposed to do and more. And y'all got the nerve to not pay me? But if you know you came to work and you ain't do shit all of them days, and you sat around and you didn't meet your quotas and you didn't meet your deadlines and you didn't work on the project and you didn't do what you were supposed to do, you can't really pop shit if they choose not to pay your motherfucking ass. Because you ain't did shit to deserve it. You didn't do nothing to earn it. If anything, you went against your contract. Your contract said these are the things that you need to be doing. You didn't do those things, so you're not going to get whatever the end result is supposed to be. Same thing with this journey. If you know every single day you wake up and you procrastinate, or I'm going to do it tomorrow, or I'm going to start this next week, or I'm gonna do it one day, or I just don't feel like doing it today. And then they get down to the wire, and now you see people being blessed with the things that they want and the things that they ask for and the things they work so hard towards. You got the nerve to sit there with an attitude. You got the nerve to question, like you don't know what the fuck is going on. Come on now. Accountability. Why are you not being accountable? You know you're not doing the work. You know you're not. We got to be real with ourselves. We procrastinate all the time and make up scenarios in our head. But this isn't going to go right. And nobody's going to like it. And ain't nobody going to do this. And ain't nobody going to do that. And I already know how this is going to play out. And blah, 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 blah. Excuses, 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 excuses. And you look up and you ain't did shit. And then you look up and you ain't got shit. And you got the nerve to try to point your finger. Some of y'all need to go into meditation. It just is what it is. There's no way around it. I told y'all on what was that, Friday? If you got to set a timer for 5 minutes and get consistent with 5-minute meditations. If you got to set a timer for 7 minutes and get consistent with 7 minutes. Whatever you need to do, you need to do it. Because there's certain things that you just are not going to be aware of while you're moving around and you're all in these different places and doing all these different things. You're going to have to get still. You're going to have to quiet yourself. Quiet your mind. Quiet your environment in order to be able to hear. Some of y'all need to cleanse. Removing people, places, and things from your space. It's time for y'all to do some social media cleanses. It's time for y'all to go through them contact lists and block some people and delete some numbers. Some of y'all need to change your number. Some of y'all need to move out of your house. Move out of your city. Move out of your state. Some of y'all need to leave some jobs. Some of y'all need to leave some relationships. Leave some friendships. Stop talking to some family members. It is what it is. How do you deal with parents that kind of get on your nerves? Well, people are going to get on your nerves, period. But you need to figure out if it is something that is detrimental to you. If it's something that's going against your peace, then you're going to have to go no contact. Some of y'all so scared to go no contact. I don't care who it is. If you are going against my peace, you have to go. I choose my peace over every relationship. It doesn't matter. Because I know how valuable my peace is. But if you don't have peace, then of course you don't understand the value of peace, which is why you allow non-peaceful things to be a part of your life. Anybody who understands peace will cut off any motherfucking body. First of all, if you're a teenager, I don't know how you found me. But secondly, if you are a teenager, then you're just going to have to wait until you get up out your parents' house. That's a part of being a teenager, babe. Your parents is going to get on your nerves. That's just a part of being a teenager. That's just life. Your parents is going to get on your goddamn nerves. But as long as you under their roof, you are subjected to their rules. So you need to focus in school so that you can go wherever you need to go when you graduate. Do your part. Capricorn, it's time to discipline ourselves. It's time to do the work. Hard work. Not easy work. Hard work. Not easy work. This is not an easy journey. It's not easy for a reason. Again, not only are we coming against traumas that we have, but we're fighting generational things. That's just a part of it. Aquarius energy. Originality. Being open-minded. Being open-minded. Understanding that the answer may be something that you never considered before. Something you never heard of before. Something you never done before. You got to be open-minded. Stop looking for things to come in a familiar way. Everything is not going to be familiar because it's new. It's just like if you go and you pick a little boy out or pick a little girl out from the hood and you take their ass to a Caucasian-ass, rich-ass neighborhood, they're going to be like, what the fuck is going on? Even though it is an upgrade, it is a whole different environment ran by all different rules and regulations and expectations of people. So what you could do in this particular neighborhood and get away with, you can't do it in this neighborhood. It's a different environment. Of course it's going to be different. So you need to be open-minded. And understand this. The things that Spirit is requiring of you fit the life that you're trying to have, not the life that you have now. That's why you're uncomfortable. The future version of you needs the present version of you to get with the program so that when you get to that future place, you'll already have the things that you need. See, you're thinking of yourself as right now being in this present thing. But you have goals of the future. No. Whatever goals you have of the future, you need to be that version today. That's how you get there. You don't get there and then you change yourself. You change yourself now so that you can even get there. That's what a lot of y'all are not, you're not seeing that. You're not understanding that. I can't be my present self and get what I want for my future self. I got to be that future version in order to make that future thing my reality. You're being tested. That's the test. I have to be the future version so that I can get those future things. Not wait until I get there and then, wait until I get all my millions and then I'm going to think like a millionaire. No, you got to be thinking like a millionaire now in order to become a fucking millionaire. I'm going to just wait until I have all this money in my bank account and then I'm going to learn financial literacy. No, you need to learn financial literacy now before you get all the fucking money in your bank account. Oh, I'm going to wait until I get that dream relationship and then I'm going to go work on my insecurities and my codependency. No. You got to work on your codependency now so that you can be prepared for that future relationship. Y'all want to wait until you get to those places to be what is required. You got to be that version of you now so that you can even make it to those places. It just is what it is. That doesn't make sense. Alright. Any questions before I hop off of here? I am still doing the 7-card reading special for those who are interested. If you're interested, feel free to inbox me. This week, I am doing a special on consultations as well. So if you're interested in that, we'll basically get on the phone and talk about where you currently are, where you're trying to get to. If you're a spiritual beginner or if you just need advice on your journey, I am doing specials for that. These specials are not on my website, so you will have to inbox me or email me for the information. Okay? This will be posted to YouTube later on tonight for those who came in late or for those who want to watch it from the beginning. So make sure you press the YouTube button in my bio and subscribe there for you to watch the full thing from the beginning and watch any other videos that I posted. Okay? Hopefully this message resonated. Hopefully you guys take something from this. Tomorrow I will be back on here. I'll do a reading on YouTube Live first. So again, make sure you subscribe so that you can watch that. I won't do the reading on here tomorrow. But after my YouTube Live reading, then I will come on here and do the astrology breakdown for the week. Okay? Y'all know we're doing astrology breakdown for the week every Monday on TikTok. And I do a reading for the week every Monday on YouTube Live. Alright? So love and light to everybody. Again, make sure that you are following my main TikTok as well, which is linked in my bio. You can check out my website, which is also in my bio, for any other services or mentorships, consultations, birth chart readings, you know, whatever else. If you're interested in the specials, feel free to inbox me. Tomorrow, I'm not sure. I'll probably be on here sometime after 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll do the YouTube Live a little bit earlier than that, maybe 2 o'clock, 1:30, 2 o'clock, and then I'll come on here after that and do the astrology breakdown. All right? Light and love. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Take heed to the messages, and I will see y'all tomorrow.